All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the episode of That's All Funny. My guest today is Jack Vinson. Is that right?
Yeah,
Vinson?
Vincent. Yeah, Vincent.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey. What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, doing good, doing good. How you doing, man?
Not too bad. Just had a doctor's appointment. So he
Here.
prescribed me my pills, so I'm happy.
I hear that. Yeah. I just got my weed. I was just smoking just a couple minutes ago, right before I hopped on. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta go hop in this thing. We can do it early. So yeah,
No, like I don't know. I wouldn't say when you're like I'm here and I'm trying to tell the doctor like, hey, I need these pills, and I don't want to sound too needy because then I
right.
sound addicted. Do you know how that feeling is? Like, where you're like, nah, I'm not addicted, but I fucking need these pills.
Yeah, well, I get you. Yeah, no, I mean, I drink my freaking coffee. I'll say it straight up. I have a caffeine addiction. I drink coffee like too much, way too much, and I have to like cut it out. And when I cut it out, I feel it for at least a few days, where I'm like withdrawals, like walking like a zombie and shit. It's awful.
No, like, yeah, every morning I have to have like a two of my Celsius drinks, even though like they taste like shit. But I don't mess with coffee anymore. Like it's expensive. I don't know. Like at least
Yeah.
iced coffee. I'll drink iced coffee, but man, that shit is just expensive. Everything's expensive though, right? Like
Oh, I know it's insane. The inflation has just been through the roof, and then there's also price gouging happening at the same time. So it's terrible. I mean, definitely Biden's fault. anybody disillusioned about that is having a hard time, I guess. But whatever.
yeah, I don't remember it being this bad with Trump. And like I'm not even like a Trump like lover. Like I mean I don't mind him. I feel like he's the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
Because all politicians are just evil. But yeah, I'm not even like a Trump like MAGA lover, whatever, hugger or whatever, but
Yeah.
it seems like everything was better.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. But everyone's kind of like doesn't nobody knows where to go right now. Is the biggest issue. Like everyone's a little afraid of politicians in general, and Trump is starting to get painted like that. And there's only one option to liberate us from politicians, but I'm not going to get into that. So,
I think we've tried that once. It didn't. I don't remember if it went well or if it did or
right.
I don't know. I don't know much about history. Like I'm looking at your bio here, and you're a Jew, Islamo Jew. Are you Jew?
Well, Islamo Jew is what I've come up with for myself, because it's basically just sums up my opinion on the whole Middle East thing. It's like let them destroy each other. The Islam in me wants to destroy the Jew in me, and the Jew in me wants to destroy the Islam in me. So I could just be full Christian. You know what I mean?
We've all been there, I think, though, like where we've
Yeah.
had our inner battles.
Of course. Yeah, right. No, I'm not Jewish. I'm not Islamic. I grew up Christian. I am interested in other religions. Like I read a lot about Buddhism, a lot through the Bhagavad Gita. Some of the self-realization fellowship people were really interesting to me, like Paramahansa Yogananda. And I read a lot about that. Religion's great if you can take it as it is, which is don't take it too seriously. Like it's I think people are taking it too seriously. They're killing each other over it. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. No, and I remember doing like a paper in high school on Buddhism. Like I just randomly chose that, I think, because it had
Yeah,
like the most books in the library. Because when I did reports back in my day, you didn't have the internet, and it seemed like the best religion, like as far as being good to people and not really, all this killing
right,
as the other
right.
religions
Yeah.
have.
Well, it's like it teaches the karma, and that's what I like about Jesus so much is that he it's almost exactly the same as like some of the stuff they teach in Buddhism, and then you start like reading about really early Christians, and a lot of these early Christians were believing in reincarnation, third eye meditation, and like they were slaughtered. You know, that's the best thing you could leave it as. There were a whole group of people that just got slaughtered, and yep, and they didn't get to keep that anymore. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't recommend that kind of thing, but it feels like sometimes we need sort of a reaping. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I guess
every now
so.
and then, a
Yeah, it happened.
purge.
Well, that's what spawned the Italian Renaissance, and that's what's. I guess they're trying to spark again. Hopefully not. I like living with everybody, but if that's what happens, that's what happens. It's just life, That's what the yin and the yang so powerful. Even if it's
Mhm.
not, I don't think it's Buddhist. I think it's actually Taoist. But the yin and yang so powerful because, like, man, it's that constant, perpetual cycle that we're stuck in, where we just keep going and going and going. Dark takes over, then power. The weak men make hard times make strong men, strong men make good times make weak men.
Mhm.
That's yin and yang. It's that perpetual motion that we find ourselves stuck in.
Yeah, it seems like that's all things are just cycles of the
Yeah.
same over and over
Oh,
again.
and they're getting quicker. Have you noticed that? They're getting faster.
Now that you're mentioning it, I am
Yeah.
realizing that I don't think I realized it before because you don't really. I guess you don't really notice them in real time, or maybe we do. We just are not
Yeah.
noticing it anymore. You know.
Right, right. No, it's crazy how history's been. It's really been weird. I mean, speaking of this, with this guy right here, CERN. What am I doing? Here it is. Yeah, CERN. I don't know if you could see whose face that is.
I think that's Bin Laden. I think right.
Let's see if we can get you closer and see whose face specifically. That's me. That's
Okay.
me. Put me on
Okay.
there. Yeah, I turned CERN on, and this happened. With all the photos of Osama, all of a sudden I started looking like Osama when CERN came on.
Is that a good thing? Is that
Yeah,
a
what CERN is the particle collider.
oh,
They,
okay?
yeah, it's out, and every time they turn it on, everybody starts having those Mandela effects. I don't know if you knew
I
about that.
I might have read something about that. That when it did happen, when they first turned it on, is when people started realizing like these things or that things. Like people
Yeah, things got changed
had
up.
different memories. You know, people had different memories of the same things or something like the
Yeah,
Mandela effect.
they say that like particle collision is going to be like the way to get into other not galaxies but other universes, I guess, right? Or
Hmm.
timelines, better said, so you can understand. So, and it's like, whoa, I hope not. We need to just fix this timeline first, not do all that.
Go into a different timeline and
Yeah,
abandon this one.
yeah. So I guess you're in the whole fish tank community, right? You're into the whole Sam Hyde fish tank stuff.
I'm not actually. I've read about it and
Okay.
I've tried to get into it and I've seen a few of the characters that have come out of it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, but no, I've just never. I've tried to follow it. I have tried, but it reminds me of reality TV too much, and
I
I'm just
get
not.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like MasterChef. You know, I like the drama like that, but this one is kind of I don't know, too
It's
Big
out there.
Brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really out there. Now I was just curious where we linked up at one point because I see that we're following each other on Twitter. Do you know where that came from? Where that
like
connection happened?
I'm a part of a lot of branches of communities. I feel where I'm at the
Gotcha.
tip, you know, where they all touch, but I'm at the tip of each one where I'm just watch from the outside and not really dabble in it. I guess if you want to say,
Yeah.
because I'm
No, I
part
hear
of
you.
that. I've
Yeah,
seen that
you're a
community.
lurker.
Yeah, I just lurk. I'm a peeping tom with all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I ask is because one of our bigger projects we did recently, I have a buddy, his name's Ryan. He's under the tag Obadiah Cotton. And we do a lot of collaborative stuff together. He actually runs his own like guitar channel now.
Mm.
And, we write stuff together, do music together. And one of the things that we actually did was a music video that was pretty much in favor of drunk driving. And we had Jimmy from season 2 of Fish Tank voice it. It was pretty good.
Hmm.
And I'm really proud of it. I try to promote, I'm trying to promote that right now. And because it's going to be the first like big debut to a whole album that I have planned to release by March next year.
All right. No, that's cool, and that's just like a original like
Yep. Original
music. Like
music.
I'll say
Yeah,
you have to ask now with AI and all that shit. Is that
right.
the
Yeah.
original music?
Did you do AI? Did you? Well, and it's not going to be AI art album cover. We're still thinking about exactly what we want for the album cover, but it's probably going to be something photoshopped like this of a historical event.
Hmm.
Uh, trying to get into doing, where it's not just quite comedy one way or another, but it's just fun. Everything's fun. We get many different emotions. Girl, quiet. We try to get as many different emotions. This is my dog Ida. She's my hurricane rescue dog. Come here, girl. You want some loving? Is that what's going on? Oh, come on up. Yeah. She
That's
got she
great.
got she got rescued from Hurricane Ida.
Was that one of the bad ones?
Yeah, it was brutal. Our power was out for 3 weeks.
Jesus.
Yeah, we got a generator for my grandma because she had an extra one, and other than that, we would have been sitting just sweating. And she got left outside for the whole storm, and everything was knocked down when we came out. I don't know how she survived.
I think the longest we've been out with power here, maybe like 2 days, and that was whenever it was like super hot, where the
Yeah,
power or cold, where the power grids went out.
yeah,
You know.
it'll happen when it gets too hot like that too. In Houston, I've seen it happen a few times. It was like,
Hmm.
whoa, man, Houston's no fun sometimes.
And then it floods there all the time, like God hates Houston or
Oh,
something. The
bro.
way it floods.
South is just blessed. We got too much good going on down here. They got to destroy us. They keep saying we're like the lowest in education, but I don't see no dumb people walking around.
No, and do you do any like gaming and stuff? You do, right? Like streaming.
Yeah, I've been trying to stream a little bit more often. I'm trying to build all my empire basically through social media right now. So I'm starting off with streaming just to kind of like get viewers in. I found when I get on YouTube and I stream just a different video game and just run through the whole game, I'll get a couple followers here and there and a couple subscribers here and there. So
Hmm.
I'm on it and I'm like, okay, that's how I'm going to build my audience. That's how I'm going to build my audience. And now I'm hitting some open mic nights. I'll be doing like a big stand-up gig for Comedy Madness. It's a 6-minute set, and I'll be doing that in November 14th in New Orleans at the House of Blues.
Cool.
And yeah, no, I'm excited. House of Blues. I was like, holy shit, this has got to be a scam. And Comedy Madness is the group that Alex Stein works through. And
Oh, okay, cool.
I've spoken with JVT Entertainment on Twitter a few times. I gotten lucky, and he messaged me back. And I asked him, I was like, hey, is this a scam? Because I got it through Craigslist. I was like, is this a scam? And he's like, it's through Craigslist, bro. Definitely a scam. And then I was like, shit. So I decided, like, maybe I'll go message him through Instagram. And I messaged him through Instagram, and they were like, yeah, we're not a scam. That's us. We're good to go. And I was like, oh, okay, good. So November, I'm set now.
And you found this through Craigslist?
Found it
You
through
were
Craigslist, yeah. And they said they're gonna, if I do good, they'll give me some more gigs. And I was like, okay, that's what I need. I need gigs so I can generate money. I just got monetized on Twitter, so I'm making money through Twitter now.
Oh, cool. Hell
We're
yeah.
making money through these shirts, which we do custom shirts as well for whoever wants them. We're trying to get some deals signed with individual streamers who are like trying to put merch out there, because it's hard to do merch, and we could provide it for much cheaper and generate business for ourselves. We make our own merch, so we're able to do very competitive prices on our merch. Our merch is $20 when most shirts like 35, and we'll be
Oh
doing
yeah.
coffee mugs, koozies, hats, stickers, you name it. Soon, very soon.
I'm still hung up on Craigslist. How you found an actual like
Yeah,
I'm used to people getting murdered on there or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, that's how I work, dude. Everything's been through like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for me, like business wise, for this shirt company that I've been running. We
Mhm.
got one guy hit us up the other day. I don't know if he's going to go through with it. But he wants 100 shirts. It's almost like $1,000 for us, and that would be amazing if he goes through. We're being blessed right now, and we're really taking that momentum and running with it hard, best we can. So Craigslist, I was scouring Craigslist. I was scouring Facebook Marketplace. I was Googling like crazy. I get on Reddit. I get on Twitter. I get on 4chan. I get in all of it. And I'm constantly pushing myself on there best I can and doing the best. Other than Elon Musk marking me as spam yesterday, I don't know if you saw that, but he
I think
marked me as spam. I'm
I
so
saw
pissed.
you mentioned something about it to him, and I've been there too, where I got I don't remember what I said, if I said fag or
No, I
something
didn't
like,
even say anything. It
yeah.
just ran. It didn't give me a reason. It just marked me as spam, and like it says you're a spam account, and I was like, no, I am not. I pay for premium. I've verified my ID with y'all to get paid. How can I be spam? Like, are you indicating that there's like fake users with real IDs now? Like, that's alarming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I've said faggot for sure, but I don't. I mean, I don't think that's what triggered it, though. I don't know. The way it seems is it was something else.
Is your account like still locked out, or is it? Did it ever get locked out, or did it just like ban you? Like,
Oh, it's a shadow ban. It told me it was
oh,
going to shadow ban me, and ever since
mm,
I went from getting 150,000 views a day, at least, if not like more, to getting like 8,000
it's bullshit. It's
instantly.
bullshit that they can
Yeah,
control like shit like that. It's not. It's not right. You know.
yeah. Well, that's why I'm diversifying. I've
Hmm.
got an Instagram account I'm starting to build. I've got a Twitter account that's building a lot. YouTube slowly building up to Twitch, Kick, Discord, you name it. I got it. I got Getter. I got Truth Social. And on Truth Social and Getter, it's probably with one of my stronger followings. I got like 2,000 on Truth and
Oh yeah.
12,000 on Getter. And I stream on Getter too. Or I always forget to mention that, but I stream on Getter all the time.
These are all new. Like, I knew True Social Getter. I've never heard of. That
It's
one's new to
it was
me.
the conservative Twitter. It got bought out by China, so it's not as good anymore. It's totally spammy, nasty now. I don't really like it. I've been on it for a few years now because back when it was like building up was when Elon hadn't bought Twitter and they were still censoring everybody. And I've gotten an Instagram account taken down, a Facebook account taken down. So I was like, fuck this. I'm doing fake. I'm just doing Truth Social Getter. I'm going hard on Truth Social and Getter. And I did that, and I've been honestly, I really enjoyed it. It was a good time until Getter got bought out by the Chinese, and Truth never did get off the ground. So, you know,
Yeah, fucking Chinese. I swear to God.
yeah.
They're buying
I'm
up
about to,
everything.
I'm about to buy a Chinese bot farm one of these days. Shoot, man, you got to stay competitive.
And I was talking about your 6 minute set. So how long have you been like crafting this set, or how long have you been doing comedy? Like,
I've been working on this set for about a year and just doing comedy for like the last like month or two, just to try to get my name out there. Just hit up a couple open mic nights, just to
mhm.
get going, like get the shakes out. I used to do classical guitar, so I'm not the worst about being in front of an audience. I had to do some like high pressure, situations for guitar where I was like, oh, you got to do this perfectly, and it was hard. So I'm not afraid of stage fright, but I definitely got to get out there and practice a little bit more and feel the audience and make sure I'm phrasing things the way it needs to be phrased. So no,
No, that's cool.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I really think this is going to be my debut year. This is going to be my big year, 2025 coming up. It's going to be where I hit like 40,000, 50,000 followers.
God damn.
That's what
No,
I'm going for.
that sounds badass. No, and it is no. And this is from your own just self promotion, right? Like, just
Right.
you putting yourself out there. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've been building myself. I have not paid for bots. I have not bought a manager yet or done anything with a manager. This is all me. I've made some connections this whole time, and my friends have helped me out with tweets, and like I'm like, hey, if we all stick together, we're all liking each other's stuff and we're all retweeting each other's stuff, we will build together, and that's what we're doing right now. We're building big.
and along with, I mean, it's already a lot to say. The comedy, the music, is there, and then the businesses. Do you have anything else like you want to do, or you feel like you could venture into, or
Oh yeah, our end goal is film. We want to hit film hard. We want to take all the elements, right, of comedy, music, everything, and put it all in one place, which is film. It's about the highest art form it gets, in our opinion, and we think we can really raise the standard back up. We want to have bigger following first. Of course, we need a bigger following. We need some financial support, not donations, but just stuff like people watching our stuff. If people were watching our stuff, we could take our ad revenue and sink it into a film, and that's something we'll probably profit from. But before then, everything is just, you know, everything is just getting by and building up this film studio basically.
And you don't have any fears of AI like diminishing that, like like I
Yeah,
know there's a lot of fears with studios even thinking about building up things with AI becoming stronger and cheaper and all that.
I think humans will always have a market in the world no matter what. I think AI will be able to do stuff that we can't, and we'll be able to utilize that along with everything. Like, honestly, I'm about to start figuring a way out how to automate just replying to big accounts so I can make impressions and views through that and bring in more people through that way, and probably just run it through AI and do chat GPT for that, to be honest, because it's at the point where everyone else is doing that to get views and make some money and stuff. And I can work on I could stop doing that and maybe not have some originality on that, but start doing my own tweets more often, more custom, more originally me. So, I mean, I'm with AI, but AI will not. I don't think we'll ever be able to replace human beings. I think there's something about that oily, greasy touch that people got that makes everything so much nicer.
So you're gonna at least utilize it as a tool, right, to do
Oh, of
like
course, yeah,
automated stuff and shit like that.
yeah. I'm gonna definitely automate stuff with it. Like, I might make some spam bots since Elon wants to mark me as a spam bot. He wants. I'll give him a Hydra. I chop off one head, he'll get 20 more. Because yeah, and eventually we want to start farmland and do stuff like that, farming and everything. Like, I got a lot of aspirations, but we're trying to keep it small right now and just take it one step at a time. And we've got a little nest starting to build up, and we're gonna do our best to make it something big and that the whole community can enjoy.
No, it's great, and your team is. Yeah, I'm saying your team. I know, like, it's you
Yeah.
and maybe a few other dudes, but is it a pretty big team? Do you plan to get bigger? You do, right? Like,
Right now, formally, only about two people are in it. We got about probably informally like 6 to 7 additional people to those two people, and we do want to get bigger eventually. We want to have a full blown writing team for these films, and we're going to eventually take it from before films. We're going to be doing some sketches. We have some rough ideas that we're going to be smoothing out in the next few days. Well, not the next few days, but next few months, and probably doing some actual sketches on YouTube just to start working in that direction, start getting some more practice in that area. And we do some of the bigger hitters that we have some really good backgrounds. Like, I went to school for music, for guitar specifically, and I
mhm.
write sheet music now. I love writing music. That's my focus with this whole film thing. But I also like making films. My friend Ryan Obadiah Cotton, the other like officially in the group guy, he is a really talented writer. He's working on different novels right now, and he wants to take that and apply it to the film world as well. So we've kind of got the writing and the music down because he went to school for music too. We're both writers in music, but that's more his focus is the writing. My focus is the music and the business things. And we also have another friend that's not officially a part of this, but he's got his own film studio that he's building up as well, where he's got just ridiculous equipment. He's got like an $8,000 camera that does 8K footage. He's got green screens, lights, sound, all that kind of stuff set up. So we've got some pretty strong technical equipment friends as well that we're about to start hitting hard with.
No, that sounds great, and I don't know. I just wish you nothing but the best. Like, it
Yeah,
sounds like it sounds like you've already got everything mapped out at least for a while. So it's just
right.
about it like I don't know, working out. It sounds like I don't know, like you already have it mapped out. Is
Yeah,
what it is.
well, we got to hope, right? That's all. You map things out for weeks, and then all of a sudden, one thing happens and doesn't happen. It's happened a bunch to me before too. So I've done bands, get rock bands and stuff, and didn't work out. So we just got to keep the faith.
Yeah, and then hit that algorithm too. I know
Right.
there's I mean, it's called the algorithm. There's a specific rhythm to it. I'm sure that once you hit it, it like it just keeps going. Like
It
there's no
does.
stopping it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it really does. Like it's just like once you get a certain amount of likes on something, it just boosts it up like crazy. And that's why I always tell like my followers and stuff like, yo, a like is a tip. Like if you retweet and like it, that's like giving me $1. Like, do it, please. That's awesome. Every like retweet feels like $1 in my pocket. And so that's why we're trying to promote, we're trying to get everyone to really start banding together, really get some serious momentum behind everything, so when we release something, it's not like we're dropping the magnum opus and we're like, why did nobody see us? I've seen a couple people have like 200 followers and they put a lot of work into some great stuff, but it never went anywhere because they didn't have an audience of any sort, and it was sad. So I'm not making that same mistake.
No, it's great to hear. It's refreshing, like that someone's actually putting in the work and wanting to do it, and then actually having like I don't
Yeah,
know the goals like and then not just hoping, you're actually like
doing it.
knowing the way to
Yeah.
doing it, you know?
Yeah,
So
it's been trial and error. That's all it's been. And Twitter has been like, wow, I wish like I'm 26 now. I wish I would have started this when I was like 10. I could have. I should have. I could have been like I could have been way bigger, but whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna get in it and I'm gonna rip it apart.
hell yeah. No, well, I'll have your link tree in the description and all that.
Thank you, man.
And
Yeah.
yeah, no, thank you. And people can find you there, right? In your link tree, and that pretty
Yep.
much opens
Oh, it
up.
covers everything. Yeah, it's got
Mhm.
everything in that link tree. Even and the drunk driving video should be towards the top. Make sure to check it out. It's great music. Some of my best work. We have Obadiah Cotton playing lead guitar on there. Jimmy from season 2, James Downey from Fish Tank season 2, doing the voiceover on it. Everything's beautiful. So
No, it's great. Well, I'll have all that in the description, and yeah, everyone check you out. You know, anywhere they can, and help support you. I hope nothing but. I mean, you already sound like you got it made, so I.
yeah, taking everybody to the top with me too, dude. So
No, that's great.
got
No,
to,
no, I appreciate it, and thank you so much for the time today. And
of
yeah,
course.
well, everyone check that out. Have the link tree in the description and all that, his videos and everything. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time. And yeah, take care.
Thank you, man. You too. Be safe.
Yeah, be safe.